Hey everyone, it's Katie. Welcome back. I just recorded my sort of goals wrap up from 2015, and now I'm going to talk about my 6 goals I have for this winter, for this next 3-month period or so, and then I have 3 sort of overarching goals for the whole year that I hope to just work towards little by little. I didn't actually think I was going to make a goal video this year, but I do find them really inspiring, and they do really help me accomplish things I want to do. So again, the first 6 goals are going to be things that I think are attainable in the next few months or so. So just my winter goals. Number 1 is that we are going to do a no spending month. This is probably going to be February since January has already started, and we need to kind of prepare for it a little bit more. I'll probably do a separate video about this, explaining exactly why we're doing this and exactly how it's all going to go. But just to put it out there right now, we're going to do a month where we only buy the bare necessities and we don't buy any extras at all. Number 2 is to swimming lessons for the kids. This is something I just keep putting off and keep putting off. Alice was in swimming lessons when she was maybe about a year old. Maybe she was even under a year old. We did a private lesson that was really affordable for a short period of time, one-on-one with an instructor in a pool. And since then, it just hasn't worked with our schedules. I'm reluctant to kind of overschedule things or to cut into family time. But this is a priority, I think, especially now that we live on a great lake. The kids are going to be spending a lot of time in the water. We do go to the beach a lot, and I need to feel secure about that. I need to know that the kids can, have some skill level even at a young age. So I'm either going to find traditional swim lessons. There are options out there. I just need to do the research and commit to something before all the spots fill up like they did over this past summer. There's also the option of doing sort of survival swim lessons here, which I think might be the direction I want to go because our kids are going to mostly be swimming in open water, and I want them to be able to, to know how to sort of respond when a wave knocks them off their feet or whatever. So they're not going to be swimming just in pools and focusing on their strokes and things like that, but it's I want them to have life-saving skills for themselves, you know what I mean, and feel comfortable in the water. And that is a priority for me. It is important, and I need to just make it happen. Number 3 is to start over again with this Q&A a day book with Alice. This is something we have done on and off for a little bit over a year. Her interest has waned, and then I don't want to force her into. I want it to be something fun. I want it to be something that she looks forward to. So with this new year, now that she's 4.5, I think she has a longer attention span. She may be more interested. And if I can work it into sort of our daily routine, as we could do it before bed, we could do it when she first wakes up and is eating breakfast, something like that. But it's just very, very simple. It's a prompt question to ask her, and we record her answer. I think she's ready to kind of go at it again, and I really want to have this record of all those memories of exactly what her mind is like at this age. Number 4 is I want to brush up my resume. I haven't looked for a job in 6 years, and you never know what the future is going to hold. I want to feel like at least my resume is ready if I find an opportunity that fits really well into fits our needs, fits our lifestyle, something else that I can do from home. I've been self-employed now for almost a year, and that my resume doesn't even reflect that. So I just want to feel like I'm more ready to take a job if I want or need to. Number 5 is to make a kitchen curtain. I have the fabric for the kitchen curtain, and since we have moved in, we have a shower curtain over our kitchen window. I know, it's really attractive. I just need to sit down. It'll probably take me a couple of hours to measure and pin and sew to make just a very simple curtain that's going to look way better and function better than the one that is in there. My last thing is that I want to read 1 book. I'm going to pick 1 book a quarter, set myself a goal of reading 4 books for the year. I used to read probably 100 books a year at some point, but lately, last year I might have read 1 or 2 the whole year. So I think 4 books is a little bit more realistic, but it's still probably going to be a challenge to me. I want to start this year reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. It is one of Mike's favorite books in the world. It is a book that I am always embarrassed to admit that I haven't read when it comes up in conversation, so I'm going to start there. Now I have 3 sort of overarching goals that I want to work towards over the whole year. I know it's going to take me a while to get there, so I'm just going to kind of try to grow in that direction. The first thing is that I want to free up the witching hour. What I mean by that is I want to do a little bit better with meal planning, using crock pot more, prepping meals in advance, that kind of stuff, so that I'm more available to the kids during the hour before dinner time. That has always been our hardest hour, at least the hardest for them. And that's when they kind of need me the most. That's when they fight the most. And it's also when I'm trying to put a meal on the table on a certain timeline. That I find that really challenging. So if I can be a little bit more strategic about, like I said, doing things in advance, using the crock pot, whatever, just doubling things up, making quicker meals, whatever it is, so that that can be more quality time and it's not a frustrating time. That is just a broad change we need to make in our lives and in the course of our day. I feel like it's only going to become more important as the kids get older and homework comes into play and stuff. So that's something that needs to happen for our lives. The second thing is that I want to try to do art every day with the kids. It seems really daunting right now, but I think if I can work on I'm going to set a goal first to do every other day, and maybe by the end of the year we'll be at every day. It doesn't have to be something super complicated, but we picked up finally a small table for the kids' room that is going to be an art space for them. So we just have a very simple table and a couple of chairs, and there are color pencils and paper out there. It would be nice on the weekends when we have more time to kind of do something that's a little bit more involved, a little bit more interesting, but during the week it can be something as simple as coloring with colored pencils, making a collage, making sculptures with Play-Doh, whatever it is. I just want to make it a priority to kind of have that creative element in every day, because I know that that's something I need, and I think that kids being inherently creative, that's something that they really need too. The last thing is probably going to be the hardest for me, and I'm going to do a separate video on this because this is going to be a big thing for me. But I want to start waking up earlier. I feel like I can give a lot of excuses about that, and I probably will in a future video. But for right now, I'll just say that I want to become more of a morning person. And again, I'm in my mid-30s. If I don't do it now, when am I going to do it, So those are the things I'm going to be working on this winter, and then through the whole year as a whole, hopefully. If you made a goal video this year, I would love if you link to it in the comments. Leave me a comment. Tell me your top 3 goals for the year or for the winter, or what you're excited about, whatever. Let's just inspire each other. Wish me luck, and I'll see you soon.